In the land of Israel, nestled among olive groves and dusty roads, Jesus sat among the people, tax collectors, sinners, Pharisees, and scribes. With calm authority and deep compassion, he told them a story. Not just any story, but one that pierced the heart and revealed the soul of God himself. This is the story of the prodigal son. A certain man had 2 sons, Luke 15:11. The younger of the 2 sons, impatient and restless, came to his father and said, "Father, give me my share of the inheritance now." It was a scandalous request. In that culture, to ask for the inheritance before the father's death was to say, "I wish you were dead." And yet, the father divided his property between them. No rebuke, no delay, just sorrowful silence. The son, driven by a longing for freedom, excitement, and independence, packed his bags and left home. The younger son traveled far, away from the watchful eyes of home, to a distant land. There, with gold coins in his pouch and pride in his heart, he lived recklessly, spending lavishly on parties, pleasures, and fleeting friends. But soon, the money ran out, and as if divine timing had struck, a famine swept the land. The young man, once rich with inheritance, now found himself hungry, broke, and alone. He took a job feeding pigs, a position unthinkable for a Jew, as pigs were considered unclean. He was so desperate, he longed to eat the pods the pigs were eating. No one gave him anything. Luke 15:16. Here he was, the son of a nobleman, reduced to begging beside swine. One day, covered in filth, surrounded by silence and swine, the young man had a moment of clarity. He thought, "Even my father's servants have food to spare. I will return home, not as a son, but as a servant." He rehearsed his apology. "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." And with nothing but shame and hope, he began the long journey home. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him. Why? Because the father was waiting, watching, hoping. And when he saw his son, thin, tired, barefoot, the father did the unthinkable. He ran. In that culture, patriarchs did not run. It was considered undignified, but love throws dignity aside. The father ran, embraced his son, and kissed him. The son began his speech. "Father, I have sinned." But before he could finish, the father called out, "Quick, bring the best robe, put a ring on his finger, sandals on his feet, kill the fattened calf. My son was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." And a feast began. But not everyone celebrated. The older son, returning from the field, heard the music and asked what was happening. When told his brother had returned and his father had thrown a feast, he was furious. He refused to go in. The father came out to plead with him, but the elder son said, "All these years I've served you. I've never disobeyed, and yet you never gave me even a goat to celebrate with my friends. But this son of yours, who wasted your wealth with prostitutes, you kill the fattened calf for him?" The father's response was gentle yet piercing. "My son, you are always with me, and all that I have is yours. But we had to celebrate. Your brother was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." This story wasn't just about a father and 2 sons. It was about us, about God, about grace. The younger son represents sinners, those who openly rebel against God. The elder son represents the Pharisees, those who keep the rules but have hearts far from the Father. The Father, he is God. Compassionate, merciful, ever watchful, always ready to run toward the repentant. The robe equals restored dignity. The ring equals restored authority. The feast equals restored relationship. Jesus was telling the crowd, there is no distance too far, no shame too deep. My Father's love reaches even there. As the story ends, Jesus leaves us with a question. Will you come home? Will you join the celebration of the lost being found? The Father still watches. The road home is still open. Whether you're the rebellious younger son or the bitter elder brother, the Father's invitation stands. Come. All that I have is yours. This is the gospel, not about earning love, but receiving it. Not about deserving mercy, but being embraced despite our failures. This is the heart of the Father. For more Bible content, remember to subscribe, like and turn on your notification bell.